Welcome back to another episode of Talking Shit ATL with your host, Amanda Ellenberg.
And I'm Prodigy Q.
And then this lovely lady in the middle is our friend and amazing artist and philanthropist, all the things. Yep. Nell, we'll let you introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? The one and only Miss Nell D. That's me. You feel me? I'm over here rocking with the crew.
Yes.
The crew, you feel me?
Yes.
Like, feels good. I got the blanket on, the dog chilling with us.
Yes. And he's chilling right now.
Right.
Hopefully he keeps chilling. You can find her at The Real Nell D.
No. It's Miss Nell D.
Miss
That's me.
Nell D.
MISSNELL. D.
But she does keep it real too. So yeah, that's why. Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, I'm known as shit. I'm the shit talker. I talk shit. Supposed to be like, you do poetry, now I talk shit. So when I seen the name of the podcast, I'm like, okay, so y'all have a show called Talking Shit ATL, but the shit talker that y'all know.
I was gonna say that too, because you didn't say it before, but definitely a dope poet, by the way, as well. So definitely check out her handle, check out all the things she got going on.
Thank you.
And of course, she'll tell you more about what she has going on, but definitely follow her as well, you guys.
And I do follow back.
Yes. So follow and test it out, right? Yeah, that might as well. We love someone that follows back because that is hard to get nowadays.
Yes. Folks be on their egos like, oh, these people follow. Okay, I ain't gonna follow them because I'm
trying to work up the numbers.
Right.
And that's cool. But now if you do the I'm gonna follow her and then 5 days later you unfollow me, I will block your ass.
Take it to another level.
I will block your ass. I am a real life, because I'm not into zodiac, but then I realize the more and more I meet people of the Aquarius sign, we all act alike. Yeah. I'm a real life Aquarius. Once I'm done, because one thing about us is when we cut you out of our life, we don't want to see you on social media. And once I block you.
Yeah, you're not coming back. So follow, you better keep that follow, and she gonna keep the follow to you. Right. So it's gonna be working out.
People, they still trying to figure out, I wonder what happened. I wonder what she went.
I can't find her handle.
I swear, her laugh was one of the most epic laughs when we used to work together. And we also had another gentleman. Shout out to Aaron, wherever you at.
Yeah.
He used to laugh at his shoulders like, you feel me? Like anytime I heard either one of their laughs, I'm like, oh shit.
Gotta head over there.
Head to it.
Yeah, we all met on the same show. We ain't gonna tell you which one, but we met there. And we worked there, and it was a long, amazing experience. It really was. I'm very thankful for that experience because we really developed lifelong friendships, which I feel like a lot of times in film and TV, it feels like you're developing friendships, but then it's not as real as you think it is. But our group, I really truly feel I know we haven't been able to talk much over the years, and I've missed you so much.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad you're here too.
And I hope you know, for real, you got a friend in me.
Same.
Always.
You know, the person I haven't really seen. I've seen a little bit everybody else. So since I haven't seen you at all. But I do hear you doing great, amazing things. Yeah. And you definitely want to, dive into why we brought you here. I know they're wondering, why, she's here. But it is to talk about some of the amazing things that she is doing and working on, and how you guys can also be a part of what she has going on. So definitely going to kind of steer that direction and kind of, give you an opportunity to talk about, why we're here and what you do. And then we'll kind of ask questions and stuff.
For sure.
After that.
So pretty much, I do work in the film industry. I have my own independent company called Dry Rice Films. People ask, why you call it Dry Rice Films? Because dry rice, just rice itself, especially when it's dry, is a universal source that we as human beings know how to compensate just as if we're watching a film. You feel me? So that was one of the reasons why I was like, I want to be creative. And I'm a greedy bitch. I love to eat.
Yeah, and you're definitely a poet. That is some poetic shit
right there. So pretty much that. And I started it literally like a year before I met y'all because, COVID happened. I was in film school at the time. We didn't have access to film equipment. So I was like, how about I just buy a hell of a film equipment and just start shooting productions. And then I got with my gang. We started filming stuff. We won a couple of film festivals.
Nice.
And then later on, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be the plug. So anytime people need to run out lights, C-stands, cameras, that they need someone to shoot some stuff, do a photo shoot, whatever it is, they can call Dry Rice Films. Yeah. So as times went on, I graduate with my master's in film and TV, and I'm looking for work, and I managed to land a couple. But then over the time went on, I said I want to do something for the community because I'm from Decatur. That's where I grew up, and I remember how hard it was, coming from a single parent household. My mama had to hustle, work 2-3 jobs to make sure she had enough school supply for the kids, my siblings and myself. And I was like, I want to do a back to school event where I just have school supplies for the kids. They enjoy live entertainment. They have the snacks, the bounce houses, and swear to God on everything. Decatur Wings right on Ellenwood. We hosted the very first annual back to school event under my nonprofit called CATS, Creative Arts Trade School. Yes. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going back to school. Fuck school. But I want to start a school. I want to start a school.
I felt that.
Man, listen. All that, Sally Mae, y'all ain't taking no more money from me.
No.
Yeah, so.
But education is important. But higher education, there's a lot where it's like, we could really learn in other ways without spending that amount of money.
Absolutely.
Like build your foundation and then get on the job, like on the what am I saying? Like the roots or there's another word I'm looking on the ground. The ground. On the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once I decided to do that, I was like, if I could do it here in Atlanta, why I can't do it overseas? You feel me? Mm-hmm. My boyfriend and myself, we love traveling. And we've been blessed to go to countries like Puerto Rico, Belize, just a couple of names. And then my mama, who was born in West Africa, Liberia, West Africa, I'm sorry. She always tell me the stories what it was like growing up there. If for those that don't know the history of Liberia, Liberia was, the Republic of Liberia was created by the slaves who were here in America that went back and started their own little town. Literally, it's a Black America from the flag, the language, how they cook their food. When you think of Liberia, think of Louisiana.
Oh,
you feel me?
Yeah.
And I just said, you know what? What if we do something in Liberia for the kids, right? And then later, we could do somewhere else like in Jamaica, because I grew up with a lot of Jamaicans. I'm friends with hella Jamaicans. You feel me? If you from the east side, I don't give a fuck. It's about 3, 4, 5 Jamaicans on your street. So that, and then this year my mama said, you know what, I'm going back to my hometown, I'm going back to my country, and I feel like this is the time for us to do this. So this year we are going to Liberia, West Africa, to host the first Liberian Backpack Fest. So I'm collecting school supplies, I'm collecting monetary gifts to give away to the kids. We're going to have live performances with the one and only, our Liberian ambassador, Miss Lil Nikki, and a couple of other local talents out there. And soccer, football is the popular sport out there. So we're also going to have like a little tournament and stuff for the kids. It's going to be lit. And just, I'm a videographer. You feel me? I'm a filmmaker. So just being out there getting footage, being out there really captivating and collecting information on the pop culture out there, because when people think of Africa, what's the first thing they think of? Butt ass naked black folks. Lions, tigers, bears. They don't have tigers in Africa. That's what people need to understand. You know what I'm saying? They just think of this village, this savage town, but it's like it's 54 countries and it's a beautiful place. And it's important that people from all parts of the world, especially here in America, we open our mind and take the time to listen and do deep research versus believing what the masses say about a person or a location. And, it's like, when you do get to meet someone from an African country and you realize how similar they are to the black culture here in America, you like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because if you being black from here, you go over there, you be treated like royalty. Unfortunately, when you do have the foreigners of African culture, when they come here, they tend to kind of get this treatment of, oh, the people that look like me don't mess with me because I'm from a whole nother place. I don't speak good English. I dress different. I'm too black. It's like, that's where that division comes in, because we choose not to really sit down and just have a decent conversation. But it's changing because, Ghana has opened the door and said, look, y'all come home. Y'all come home. You feel me? Come home. And I love that. And that's why, for myself, who was born and raised here in America, and, me being grown up in Georgia, and then having that direct connection, because I'm fourth generation, because my great-grandfather was from Georgia. You feel me? I'm fourth generation American. I feel like it's very important that I also get the people who are my people, my peers, my friends, involved as much as possible, because in the future, my mama and myself, we taking a gang of folks over there, and y'all gonna have a phenomenal time. So May 4th, my mother and myself, we're doing a big charity event. It's called the Pepper Soup and Cookout Fest. She has a cooking show called Lone Star Flavors, which my company produced and directs, and it's right in Ellenwood, Georgia, at like this nice barnyard. We're gonna have food, we're gonna have games, we're gonna have music, and it's a free event to everybody. It's free. All you need to do is go on Eventbrite, look for Pepper Soup and Cookout Fest. You can either give a donation on the Eventbrite link, or you could come to the event with a full book bag of school supplies, or just some school supplies, because again, we gotta get some to these kids. Education is key. Right. So like May 4th, I've been really prepping. The struggle with doing May 4th was just finding the right location. And, I told myself, I have to go back to my roots. I graduated from Cedar Grove High School. Cedar Grove High School is in DeKalb County, but it's in Ellenwood, Georgia. So when I found the location, not only did I meet black cowboys, black farmers, but I found an opportunity where it could be a new stepping ground for the community in terms of, more back to school events at that location. More of us, learning the architects of farming, cattling. Beyonce did this album, and I think it's phenomenal. But people need to understand country music started with us. So, why not, continue to spread on that knowledge of what we created? You feel me? And then, whoever else joins, that's why we love you. That's why we love you. You know what I'm saying? The love and the respect. The love and the respect. For real. So I'm happy she caught on. Exactly. Right. But it's just, because again, it's all about love, respect, and gratitude, and just, being able to. We should all be able to come together at a space where it's not always a clash and a war and it's mine. No, it's mine, bitch. We here. Let's make some shit happen. You feel me? So, and then in Atlanta, we have the July 28th back to school one, because we do it here every year. This going to be our third in Atlanta. And we also looking to go to Jamaica, too, to do some stuff out there. So, look, we just...
so awesome.
It is great.
Oh, my God.
Got to.
Doing so much. It's so incredible. And, I am so happy and, proud of you and thankful that you're doing this for these kids. We do have some donations for you, but we are hoping that y'all listening at home send some more. You can message us. You can message Nell. However you need to get in communication.
And
please
what
let
are
us
some
know
of the best ways for them to, or for people to, to give? I mean, you did mention coming to the event, so that's definitely one thing they can do. Definitely be at that event. But what other ways are you guys accepting things, or where can they find?
Yeah, so my nonprofit is CATS, Creative Arts Trade School. Y'all could go and follow us on CATS, Creative Arts Trade School on IG, and our website is come2cats.com. So definitely just being able to donate on the website. DM us on the IG, and
and I have the tax form too. Even if you donate out of wanting to get some money back, that's cool. I got the form for you, baby. So come on over.
Listen, because here's the thing: when we do go trust and believe. If anyone, anybody that has given a donation, you will be recognized by the school board in Liberia, West Africa. You know what I'm saying? The government of, the school district will definitely recognize you, just to let you know that, like, look, thank you, we care, thank you, we want y'all to know that we're here for you guys, and y'all, this is y'all home whenever y'all decide to come visit us. You feel me? Yeah. So that's why I feel like it's very important that we, reclaim our roots. And also, me being from here, like, kind of putting out that word, what Liberia is all about. Because anytime, I remember growing up, anytime I tell folks, I'm African, my mama from here, they'd be like, you African, but your last name Wilkins. Come on now. The whole continent, truth be told, was colonized except for Ethiopia, and I have to say Liberia. Only thing was Liberia, it was the black folks that did it versus the Europeans. You know what I'm saying? It's the only difference. All parts of the world with us was changed by the people that don't look like us. So of course I'm gonna have a last name like any other black person in America, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then it's just, it's one of the things where instead of us always generalizing, it's important that we're willing to receive that information. And also, before you ask those insulting questions, at least get to know the person first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you for you to be you can't,
well, and also you can't deny someone's culture by any factor at all. You can't. That is their culture. That is their experience. That is their heritage. Like, who are you to say like you don't this, that, and the other? So it's not real. Like, that's bullshit, and that's just feeding into like what higher powers have like given us as a society in all ways, and just like treating people like we have to fit some kind of mold or script to be a certain way when that's not real. Like, we're just, everybody's a person, and like everybody where like they come from, you can't fucking say that's not true. Like that makes no sense. Because
you don't know people, and again, it's like because I have this thing in my poem called Questions, where like people refuse to take constructive criticism, but they will spend their rent money on the brand new Jordans. You feel me? So it's like, dang, before you actually do your research, you know what I'm saying, you would take the time to, like you so quick to find a negative in something versus actually trying to articulate and feed off of that, off of the factual knowledge that this person is giving you, because this is their lifestyle, this is who they is, and their experiences. So, like I said, like, I just feel like, God made me, God gave me this mission to not come at people to judge, not come at people to divide, but to to give people that space, the opportunity, and the chance to be willing to learn. Because
unite and conquer is so real.
So real.
That's how we'll like take back the power to the people. And like I don't think I'll ever understand like how hard it is for people to understand that like everybody deserves love and respect, and that even if people are like shady and shitty, like remove yourself from them, but like at a bare minimum, when you meet somebody, you should respect them, you should show love to them, and I will never understand how that's hard.
I mean, either. Exactly. So I'm not that person anyway too. I was like, I give people literally 100% anytime I meet somebody, because it's like, I'm not gonna take a bad experience to somebody else and then put it on a new person who I don't know. Just like give everybody 100% until again you do something to make me not. But just off the gate being like, okay, I'm not going to trust you. I don't know you not to trust you. Like, granted, energy is real. You get vibes on certain people. You know what I mean? So, but typically those are just those cautionary things to let you know that person isn't good for you. But in general, if you don't have that feeling, I believe in, treating everybody, again, that same fair love, respect. Again, until you give me a reason not to. And then then I show you, what I'm saying? There's the door, Did you say blocked and
block.
All of it. And I do think that is important. What you mentioning, the need for, for us, like, especially because so much of our history and stuff, we do know has been, erased prior to us coming here. And a lot of things we do know is only based off of kind of what was really passed down. I mean, and again, I mean, I don't even know the years anymore, but we're like 500, 600 years from slavery, so
way less than that. Way less than that.
It lasted, well, I mean, from the beginning, because the slavery lasted, because slavery lasted 200 some years by itself, so, I meant, from the beginning, more so beginning.
The 1400s was when they really started, transporting and stuff, so.
Because it started in other countries too, and then also came to America.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and so I said that to say, just in that amount of time, how much really information and history has been washed down, watered down, and so it is important for us, especially now where we have the access to technology and resources, where it should be our job and our due diligence to go back to our heritage and to study it, to look into it. Like I say, my family, we've been doing the ancestry thing and just kind of like did the blood stuff to be able to see, you're this part, so it's been really good because I've been able to like research. Like I think like my family's from like the Congo area,
that's Central Africa,
that area. So it's really dope to now have a centralized place that now. And from there, I can go Google that place and then let me see about it, and then go visit, right? You know what I mean? Like, but it's been really good to be able to see, like, to give me some other sense of culture to really like fall on and to look into and to really explore. Exactly. So I do think it's important for us all to do this, and I think people who definitely say stuff like, "Oh, you can't be," definitely have a lack of understanding of self.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's so evident. Yeah. It's so evident.
Yeah, not only do they not understand the world, but they don't understand themselves. I just hope for them, like, we all learn, grow, and change, and I hope that was a growing and learning moment for them, and maybe their mindset has changed now.
Right. Right.
I mean, it's just one of the things where, like I said, like, the moment you get around, people from different cultures before you go, I heard this, you know what I'm saying? Like, the moment you get around them and then you have your own personal experience, then it's like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, if you were to go to Africa, they treat you like royalty. The fact that you said, okay, I did my roots and I found out from there. Now, my advice to you would be, get cool with people either from that same country or neighboring countries to have an understanding of the culture. Still do your research. And whenever you're ready to, travel, you know what I'm saying, it's always good to go with an open mind, like listen more, talk less. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you don't want to be like, well, in Nigeria they do this, but it's like you are around Congolese people. Why are you...
right.
Because at that point, are you doing too much? You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want that. Like I said, just having an open mind and surround yourself with people that may be from that culture or surrounding cultures like it. Because all it's going to do is make you a better man. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in my relationship now, once we started getting serious, he didn't know shit about shit. And now it's like, we going on 3 years. He's a totally different man. I love that because, like I tell people, if you are a child of an immigrant parent, especially an African immigrant parent, dating could be hard because it's like to the African side, you too Americanized. To the American side, you too different, and it's just like, where I'm gonna get that balance from? And that's why I created my nonprofit, so that way I could have my personal balance with, of course, myself and different cultures outside of my current situation. And it's also a fun way to travel, also a fun way to build relationships and stuff. And
so how did you like contact the school? Like, how did it all go down with you, like getting the event ready in Africa? And then I know in Jamaica too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Liberia. I still have family over there.
Okay.
I even have a sister who, on my biological father's side, was born and raised there, went through the war and everything. And she has a son, and he plays soccer. Well, he plays football. His father was a professional football player too, for the Ivory Coast. So, I got in contact with her. I told her I was doing. And she was like, all right, cool. And then I also had another affiliate who works, she does media out there for the kids. Shout out to Sata Bell. And she was just like, okay, well, I was living there for about 2 years and I can connect you with my people, She hooked me up with this gentleman named Amos. Shout out to you, Amos. And he's been connecting with the schools and telling them what we're doing. The school's excited. And and just staying in touch with my tribal folks out there and letting them know what I'm doing, taking care of them. Like, all right, if you do this, I got you, this, that. Because one thing about traveling overseas, you gonna see them folks, they gonna hustle. They gonna hustle. They will sit here and be like, hey, this bottle of water, I can sell it to you for goddamn 5 cents, right? Which 5 cents in American money is literally probably like what, 1 cent, and then you fuck around, give them 25 cents, and you got hustle. But it's like, I can't be mad because hell, they ain't got it easy like me. And not saying that you're gonna experience that all the time. Just be cautious and aware. So like whenever you do travel, it's always good to have someone who you could trust, who is from there, and they can give you the game. So I just know that when I do go over there, I'm gonna be pretty protected.
Yeah. Nice. Have you visited before?
Yes.
I recently.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna do the math. So I'm 33 now. When I went, this was so we in 2024. So I went in 2009. I went to Ghana and Liberia. Okay. And Ghana they call Ghana the Miami of Africa. Bullshit. Y'all need to stop saying that shit, okay? Ghana is not the Miami of... Stop saying that shit, okay? Do not insult the culture like that at all. So I went there back in 2009, 2010, like late 2009 was like Christmas, because that's the best time to go, because it'd be real hot. And breezy too, so it's not like you about to die from heat. I was 18 when I was little. I said, Mama, I want to go to Liberia when I graduate high school. And she was like, all right, you graduate high school and you get into college. And I did that. Nice. And that was my graduation gift. Nice. And awesome. It was just a beautiful experience. It was a culture shock for me too. Based from what my parents tell me versus me going out there seeing it for myself. Like I said, what I tell anybody, just your first time going over there, take a deep breath. Woosah. Woosah. And then just, be humble. Just don't go with the stank face. Don't go there rolling your eyes. Don't go there being like, ugh, what's that? Don't do that shit. Because the moment you do that, they gonna make you want to go back home. They gonna make you feel uncomfortable.
That's fair. That's fair. I think the best
bougie American,
right?
Bougie American,
right?
Oh yeah.
I think the best.
Exactly. Don't wet my shirt, goddamn.
The best thing to do, and when you go to any country, is be as open as you can. Like, don't come there with any preconceived notions of what you think it's gonna be like, what you think you're gonna do, who you think you're gonna meet, because then that's when you really see the beauty of everything. Exactly. Is when you're completely open to whatever happens. So
exactly.
And then honestly, anywhere you go, keep your head on a swivel and be with people you trust.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's definitely, because now
that's even in your hometown. Keep your always keep your head on a swivel.
All the time. Eyes open, mouth shut, ears open.
Yeah.
Because when I went, I was 18, and I had a few incidents where I kind of got, and I was like, damn. If I had one of my cousins with me, this shit wouldn't have happened. So now it's like I got about 3-4 cousins that's like, oh no, you gonna be all right, cuz So yeah. And then with the Jamaica one, I got some friends that are real Rasta Jamaicans who I've been friends with for about 10 years. Nice. And one of my friends he just had kids. He had a son back in 2022, and he just had a daughter late last year. And I'm like, well, you a businessman, you doing your thing, you got babies now. So what if we came together and did the back to school thing here in Atlanta? He was like, yeah, cool. And then he agreed for us to do something in Jamaica. And shout out to Reese DeForest, who is the owner and founder of the Madison J. Walker Museum in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where we had our back to school event last year.
Nice.
And he's real connected with the culture as well out there in Jamaica, and said that we can make some stuff happen. So that's how the Jamaican one is coming about. And I just know that it's gonna be my first time going out there. I'm gonna go there prepared, sober, with an empty stomach.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
Same with my African trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm humble, And I just feel like, and even for people, I do kind of feel bad for people that say, I'm never leaving out of my country. I'm never leaving out of my state. Because when you do that to yourself, when you put yourself in this box, you are limiting and hurting yourself of really growing as a human being. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Because you will see how much we are all the same. Yeah. We go about doing things in life different, but we are the same.
Yeah, that's why I really want to spend more time in another country that, like, their primary language isn't English, because I've spent a little bit of time, but I want to, like, spend more time, because I just think, and I want to learn, obviously, like, the few little words I can to have the beginning part of a conversation, so I feel like that's what you do, like, out of respect, and at least try to say whatever language it is, but, like, I just think it's something really beautiful about figuring out how to communicate with your body and with your face, and, like, and figuring out, like, how to adapt to a completely different environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's something I still have to do. I've been traveling in the country. Travel is actually very new, so just going to see places in my own country, but I definitely have aspirations to go outside the country, because I haven't been outside the country yet. And I have been actually thinking about dual citizenships and stuff, because I have heard about that kind of thing, and I thought that was that's been something I've been thinking about, pondering, looking to. So I do think that would be really
and it's a life-changing experience. If you never travel, which means I take you don't have your passport yet?
No.
Okay. Well, I say to kind of have an experience, go to the countries that don't require a passport, like Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, like those places, just to kind of get your feet wet. And then once you get your feet wet, then it's like, okay, I think I'm about ready to register for that passport, because I want to check out Belize, I want to check out Brazil, I want to check out the Congo, I want to check out the Philippines. And because at that point, because when you do that and you have like just a little taste of what it's like to step outside of the U.S. borders, you would just be like, I want to travel again.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to figure out how to get out the borders this year.
Man, listen, I love traveling. Like, I think that's like the second drug to me.
Yeah.
Even
I love traveling too. That's why I was like, since I've been on, I've been within the country, but I try to make it adamant to do all kinds of things. Like I'm literally driving through to Texas. I'm gonna stop there, a couple places, travel back, do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I like to be on the move, man.
It's like, you got to. Yeah. Like I said, if you sit there and you keep yourself in a box, all you doing is limiting yourself. And your mental
potential.
And I know, like you said, with that mentality, like, because it's so true. The amount of people, that don't go out the country. The amount of people that don't go out of their hometown, their home state, is a vast amount of people. And I know a lot of people like, they think like traveling and stuff costs so much, but it really doesn't. Granted, you got especially if you properly plan. Yeah. You properly plan a trip.
Do it ahead of time enough, and you can figure it out.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of countries that like it's really cool. I mean, you would have to work, but I think that like it sounds really cool. There are different websites where you can like sign up to work on a farm or do this and that, and then they house you and feed you and stuff. So you are still like working while you're there, but it's really cool to be able to experience like life actually in the town and not just as a tourist too. So I think there's something special about that. But if you plan, you also can figure out the financial as well, especially if you keep that on your mind all year long, that's something that you're working towards, and save as much as you possibly can. Even if you can only save $5, like that $5 will add up. So
like I said, especially because like now, like a lot of flights are cheaper, than they used to be. Everybody's still trying to get people to come back to certain places, really since COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah. And there are a lot of countries that are easily affordable too, but like a lot of the countries that like a lot of people go to, those are more expensive, so you gotta visit like the ones that need more love and deserve more love. So find them, figure out something. I know like money is hard, the economy sucks, but I promise if you work hard enough and look far ahead of time, you can find some way to make it work.
Yep.
So
I feel it.
Yeah. And it's also cheaper many times to go during the weekday versus weekend. A lot of people like to work and wait till the weekend to travel. That's really the
weekdays are the best time.
It is the best time.
And the best time to buy a ticket actually is Wednesday and Thursday. Those are because the prices usually drop. So definitely.
Yeah, and there's different apps that'll tell you like when things are gonna drop and increase. So use the resources,
right? And get out your hometown, get out your state, get out the country.
Yes, man, get out of 285, goddamn shit.
For real.
Get out of it.
If you're from Atlanta, you know exactly what we're saying.
Right, get out of it.
We got a listener in England who's really confused right now about 285.
Shoot. In Europe, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I know they be driving like
yes. Oh my
crazy.
God. Yes, I went to the UK a few times, and they like their brakes must get redone like all the time. But I never. Knock on some wood. I never saw an accident, but they were like riding each other's butts and slamming on brakes like constantly. It was crazy. Even the buses were doing it. I was like in the bus holding on to it. I was like, we're definitely gonna crash.
That's so funny.
It was wild. But like they're not like they will honk, but not as much as New York.
Yeah.
New York, you know, they'll lay it on thick.
You're not lying about
They'll just keep their elbow on the horn while they're driving. Like
that's why they be trying to bring that to the South. I'm like, we don't do
that. I'll be like, go back to your crib because the driving is ridiculous here. Like you know, I live what 10 minutes from my job. It take me 45 minutes to get to my job because it's damn traffic. Like, really?
My gosh, it's bad. It be bad. I drive, folks, so it be sometimes like especially like even today I drove earlier. It was so bad. It was like I'm going 3 miles and you're telling me it's going to take us 30 minutes. Why? Like it was. Oh my! Like listen, I was sick.
Not they could walk out the car. And
It could have. I was like,
I'm done.
This is crazy.
I'm done.
Okay. Yes, I love this conversation. I'm gonna steer us back because we're running out of time, and I want to learn more about your organization and all the work that you do. So what does it look like when you get there to Liberia? Like, what are you doing in the school? How are the kids involved? And like, how is that all working?
Yeah. So one thing I do is I provide workshops. Recently we had a workshop where we was teaching the art of documentary film. My boyfriend and myself, we're doing some work, and we was like, you know what, how about we, instead of us just filming, how about we make this a learning experience for those that want to get into it? And it was open for like ages between, I say, 3rd grade to college. You know what I'm saying? You know, as long as the parent was there with the kids. For me, I want to make it an experience for the kids in Liberia where, like, they know that anytime they hear cats, it involves the creative world. So just our back to school event over there, it's going to be a whole event space. It's going to be a whole concert, you know what I'm saying? Because in most back to school events, it's usually, okay, let me get the free school supplies. Okay, let me get some hot dogs and network with the kids, and they may get a free haircut. You know, like little stuff. And that's cool, nothing wrong with that. But again, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. So shout out to Queen Erica Badu. So my whole thing is like with cats is being able to become the next Job Corps of the creative arts world. You know what I'm saying? For the generation that can't afford the $30,000 a year, college education. For the ones, it's like, school's not for me, but I do want to produce, I do want to act, and they could, come and get their experience for the 6 months programs that, cats will provide. We not there yet, but we will provide that, which is why I do my workshops.
Are you doing the same age ranges there too?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because like over there, because they was in a civil war for almost 2 decades, like from the late 80s down to early 2000s, like 0405. That's when the war stopped. And you have a lot of folks that are illiterate that did not go to school during that time. So a lot of them don't go to school because they don't have the right resources. And that's where cats comes in. To, be able to provide, you get the backpacks, you get the pencils, whatever it is, they're going to have that. So that's why I'm very passionate about cats, because I went to a HBCU called the Great Bethune University. Yes. We are the second largest HBCU in the state of Florida, next to FAMU. That's our rival.
I heard the rivalry there.
I know. And your eyes were kind of rolling too.
But the beautiful thing about Bethune was it was created and found by the late great Dr. Mary Clyde Bethune. She's well known in history books. She's well known in just politics and women's rights. She was great friends with the Roosevelts, and she was real big on education within the black community, because this was like post-slavery days, you know what I'm saying? And the slogan of Bethune is enter to learn, depart to serve. And my way of serving is being able to do what Dr. Bethune did, but more in a modern way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. More modern, because technology, these telephones we have, is our best friend. You feel me? So it's like, okay, we always looking on the TikToks, we always looking on the YouTubes on how to learn stuff, how to do stuff. And for cats is going to be like that mobile style institution, university for the next coming up, that want to have some type of certification to their name, but at the same time they also want to get into that creative world that's for their interest. So
yeah. And where do you see like the organization in like 10, 20 years? Like, what's your dream that you want to fulfill through that?
Girl, I'll shoot.
You're like, we are running out of time. We did not have time.
So no, that's a great question. So let me go ahead and expound on that. 10, 20 years from now, Cats is gonna have multiple locations. The main location right here in Atlanta. And then we're going to have some locations in Africa, in Liberia, in Jamaica. Just, it's going to be scattered. And it's just going to be...
Coming to a country near you.
It's going to be scattered.
I love that.
It's going to be scattered. And again, it's going to be able to produce so many great innovators. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because again, financial literacy and also foreign affairs. Because again, like I said about Dry Rice Films is a foreign exchange amongst people of all cultures, because just as much as we eat rice but in a different type of way, we watch films. We create and watch films our own way too. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just want to be able to see the vision to fulfill the mission. And that's the slogan for Cats. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here like when I have children and be like, you got to go to college. You got to do it because I did it. No. You got to get out my house. Right. You got to do something with your life. You got to do something with your life. You got to make your own money. You're not going to sit here and depend on me to take the rest of your life. You are going to contribute. You know what I'm saying? You are going to, be something and make something of yourself. That's what Cats is about, for people to come and make something and be something of themselves, and not feel like they gotta do the norm and go to university. And
that you have a community, so everybody like has each other's backs, and they have that support in going against the norm of like and living out their like dreams and their truth, because it's not like. It's not necessary. If you want to go to college, you can go to college. But it's not necessary for a lot of different career paths.
It's really not.
So, it's so true. I tell people all the time, I pay for the experience more than the education.
Thank you. Right.
My mom was like, you gotta go. But I am glad she did, because I am very thankful for my experience and I learned a lot from it, and I see how it has benefited me.
Absolutely.
At the same time, I see the path that I could have taken. I could have, done dual enrollment in high school instead of living in the experience of high school. Like, I could have figured out ways to save the bank that it's not still taken out of my bank right now.
Exactly. I do feel like, we definitely need some things in place when it comes to the student loan stuff. I mean, that's a
whole nother episode.
I'm gonna say, but they definitely gonna do something about it, because
my slogan about that is, give us reparation, give us free education, for real. Because
agree.
Here's my thing: if you tell us that we need to go to college, get all this education and become something, that should be free.
It should.
Right.
That should be free. Education should be free.
It should.
Right.
Just like water should be free. Fruit should be free. Like food, period, should be free. Education should be free. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that should be free. So yeah, but like you said, it's another show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many things I can say about that. Maybe comment if you want that to be a show. That would be very fun. Yes. I think we would have fun. And let us know if you want to come back to that show. If you want to see Nell on that show, whatever. Let us know. Comment all the things you know. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, rate, and review, and DM us if you're too shy. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, right.
We get it. But definitely, if you can find it in your hearts and your wallets and your community to donate, that would be amazing. You can let us know. You can contact Nell, however you need to do it. This is an incredible opportunity that you are taking and also giving to these kids, and
thank you.
You know, I definitely appreciate the work that you're doing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Very important.
Thank you so much.
And I also love the fact that you're still doing stuff home and abroad.
Yeah, exactly.
So many people, are so quick to go abroad to help that they neglect home, and I feel like, and sometimes I think the resources do need to.
And vice versa.
And you're making it fun and including art, and art is education.
It is.
People try to act like it is not education, but it's a very important
I tell people all the time, art is like the one thing that we still have, just like not beginning of time, but almost beginning of time, and that's like the only, those artifacts and stuff is the things we still study and have to tell us those stories. So art is always living, it's always breathing, it's always going to continue. Despite whatever changes, how time changes, art still is going to exist. So
and your emotional intelligence is just as important as like the book smarts, and I feel like all art really helps you develop your emotional intelligence more than anything else.
Yes, agree.
Because you really learn who you are, how the world is, and how you want to make it better.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree 100%.
To preserve it and save it and keep it alive, because like you said, that should be the first thing that we ready to cut. Ready to cut the art budget.
I mean, because the way I look at it is the same way I'm supposed to be like, the movie world or the music or whatever it is. That's not a real career. I mean, you go to the movies, you listen to music, right? That's not a real career. Like, and
entertainment is typically in anything and everything you go to. People want some form of entertainment. Yeah, it's no matter what it is. It'd be
even in the ads we watch.
It's a major industry. You know what I mean? Like, if people don't think it is, but it is, and we need those resources, and the big thing for me with what you're doing is to have those outlets to let it be okay to be in the arts, because again, that was a big thing. Like I said, for me a lot, especially in our community. It's like it's always like, say, what are you going to do with that? How are you going to make a living off that? And all those things, and we're really not pushed to really explore a lot of arts. Or like I said, you're labeled the kind of the weird kid, the outcast, for being artistic. And
because there's not one clear path, so people don't understand it, and therefore they want to say like you shouldn't do it or it's not viable because they lack the comprehension of what the career path is, because there's not one clear way calculated to get to where you want to be.
Right.
That's true.
Like,
it's so true.
It makes it 10 times harder than any other career path, but if you have that drive and love for this industry and all artistic industries, like, you'll make it work. You'll figure it out. You'll work your have to pay the bills job.
Or you find ways like this to where you can do something that you love and then still be able to tie it in very well to where you still can do it. And then that's, like, so this way is sometimes even more beautiful, because you find yourself serving in more capacities than you really thought. Then, I'm just be an actor. I'm gonna just be in film, and then you find yourself, now I'm helping out countries, and you know what I mean, like just for
life is all about like finding a way to feel fulfilled. What makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled. Because as far as we know, there could be more. I believe that there has to be more. But as far as we know, this is our life, and this is what we got. And we got to figure out how to do the best with what we got.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. And then also too, you made a point, like, people, they quit to go overseas to do stuff. But it's like if you not popping in your hometown, shawty, you ain't popping. Period.
Right. I agree with that. You got you right.
It's like, okay, let's say I'm in Liberia, right? Let's say I'm actually over there, and then you say, oh, I want to come to your country and give clothes to the little kids living in the in the slums, and then they like, okay, well, have you done this before? And you be like, nah. Man, they hang that phone up on your head.
Right.
So yeah, like I'm real big. That's why back in 2022, I said, yeah, before I do anything anywhere else, I gotta do it right here in my hometown. Cause you're right. It's your right. It's like you can't make Kool-Aid without the sugar. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat pancakes without the syrup.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't fix eggs without the goddamn what you call it, the frying pan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were doing the pepper shaker on that one, and then I was like,
well, all that. It's like it has to make sense. You have to, ease your way, but you have to start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't publish a book without actually sacrificing and typing up and writing up what the book, like the actual book. You feel me?
Right.
So that's what I'm on. Just you have to start from home.
Yeah. Yeah, home is where the heart is, and then let's let the heart expand a little bit, right? And then the world is where my heart is. Then eventually, right? Yeah.
So definitely check these things out. Again, you said that was May 4th.
May 4th.
Coming up soon when this episode comes out, so definitely check it out. It will be within the next week, so come on over.
Yes.
May 4th,
get out
May
there,
4th.
get your things. Like I said, contact her on how, or again, go to the event. And you can give them personally. And yes. Like they said, May 4th, cook the Pepper Soup and Cookout Fest. If you are not stank towards different cultural foods, this is the place for you. But even if you are, we got chicken, we got hot dogs, we got hamburgers. But the main
do you bring any food or anything like to the event, or
no? Y'all don't bring food. Y'all just bring yourselves and the school supplies and whatever it is you want to donate.
And is there time for this?
It's from 6 to 9.
It's
from 6 to 9, May 4th. It's a Saturday. Like I said, if people go on Eventbrite, you would just type in Pepper Soup, PEPPER space soup, and Cookout Fest. It will pull up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make sure y'all go on that link. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. You could donate on there. Or you could just wait till you come to the event. You could donate whatever it is you want to donate. Trust me, because hey, we gotta get these kids right. You know what I'm saying? Period. We gotta get them right.
And you'll share on your page as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So come on down. You got so many different ways to catch us. So come on. We better see you there.
Yes. Bow.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
We
appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
We missed you.
We did.
Yeah. This was so fun. You gotta check out YouTube because that was really cute.
They were having Teddy looked like what?
Teddy piped up. He said, "A hug is happening, and I'm not there."
Right. Like, that's my love.
We'll give it to you in a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right. You ready?
So that's all I got.
That's what I got. You got anything else?
Make sure y'all follow me, Miss MISSNELLD. Make sure you also follow Cats Creative Arts Trade School, and of course Dry Rice Films, my company. I got a lot going on. And also subscribe to Dry Rice Films. Subscribe to Lone Star Flavors, my mama's cooking show that I produce and direct.
Nice.
Y'all just make sure y'all have y'all napkins, because y'all gonna be drilling all that good food. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get y'all interview on the show.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Do that. So like I'm ready. I'm ready to take off, and I'm grateful that y'all even invited me on this platform.
Yeah, we're very
spread the word.
So so glad. So glad.
Maybe in the future we could do a little workshop, or
Yeah.
I would love that.
I would love that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
For sure. Let's do it. Yeah, and
a lot of things. We do a lot of things.
Yeah, while you're already on a follow spree, follow Talking Shit ATL.
Talking Shit. So make sure you follow us. If you are not, share it to your friends. Share this episode.
Yeah.
Again, this is for you, but again, share it to other people who you think may want to help. If you know other organizations who also may want to help donate jobs, whatever the case may be, I'm sure they're going to take donations and things from any and everybody who's open and willing. Also, definitely share it with your communities, your other groups. Let's get this word out. Let's definitely get this word out.
Let's do it.
Sometimes you're not in a place to give yourself, but if you can spread the word to someone else and they might be able to give, then you're still doing an amazing part towards the overall goal. So
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. Yes. Thank you for checking out this episode and doing all the things. And you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, well. Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye. I thought you were going to say it with us.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said,
I said love you.
Oh, okay. Okay.